Hi everybody, so today I'm going to be doing another Get Ready With Me video. Now this one is slightly inspired by St. Patrick's Day. It is St. Patrick's Day today. I didn't do a complete and separate video for St. Patrick's Day since I do already have one up. Maybe next year I will do one that's specifically for St. Patrick's Day, but I felt like that one, I still like the way it came out, and I really wasn't inspired too much to do anything, you know, bold and out there, which is what I normally like to do. So I'm just going to quickly go over what I did on my lips because I did something different. If you can see, my lips look a little bit more full and a little bit more plump. I used this brush right here, which comes with the Maybelline Eye Studios gel liner, and I went in with a bit of the NYX Jumbo Lip Pencil in the shade Rose Brown, and I just took a bit of that onto the brush, and then I applied it onto the outer edges of my lips, outlining the edge of it, not necessarily on the lip line. I went a little bit around it, just to give me more of a full look. And then what I did was I went in with a bit of gloss, and the gloss that I used is this shade right here from the NYX Everyday, or the Perfect Everyday Colors number 3 palette, and I applied that all over the center, and then I went in with a shimmery white shade. This one's just an eyeshadow from the e.l.f. palette, and I went in and applied that to the center of my lip just to give my lips a little bit more fullness. So you can see they do look a little bit more full without, you know, the injections that a lot of people tend to think of when they think of getting full lips. So I'm going to start off. I'm actually going to go in with a primer, which I put away, so let me just grab it. And it's the e.l.f. Eyelid Primer. I'm just going to apply a couple dabs to my lid and then blend that out with my finger. With my Wet n Wild Cream Shadow Stick in the shade Envy, I'm just going to apply a bit of this to my lid and then again blend it out with my finger. Just keeping this directly on the lid. You don't want to go up into the crease. For the center of my lid, I'm picking up this lime green shade, and then I'm going to go in with a bit of this more turquoise green and apply those to the outer edge of my eye. And then what I'm going to do is take this darker hunter green and apply it to the outer edge of my eye as well. I'm first going to go into that light lime green. Now these colors are all from the e.l.f. palette, and I believe it's the 100 color palette. I'm not sure which version this is, since I know there are a bunch of different versions. So I'm just going to apply this here directly to the center of my lid and then go into that more turquoisey color and apply it to the outer edges. And then with that hunter green, you are going to just go right on top of the turquoise just to deepen it up and add more dimension. This look is pretty simple. I'm going to mix in a bunch of orange shades. They're very light pastel colors. I'm going to first take this one, and then I'm going to go in with a bit of this lightly brighter color, and then I'm going to mix in a bit of this lighter orange as well. So I'm just going to mix the first color together with that second color, and you're just going to keep layering just to get a nice fade. And just run this into my crease for a bit of warmth. And then what I'm going to do once I have this is I'm going to go into that very light shade of orange and again apply this right into my crease. Now these colors don't supply me with the right amount of definition that I want, so I'm going to go in with a bit of this dark brown right here. It has a light purple tint to it, and then I'm going to go in with this brown right here, which is a little bit deeper, so it does give you a bit more contrast. So I'm going to first apply that light purpley brown color, and then go in with that deeper brown. With any highlight of your choice, just highlight your brow bone. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on the lower lash line. Now for the lower lash line, I'm going to go back into that same cream shadow and just run it right here. And then what I'm going to do is lightly buff this out with my pinky. You can use a small brush. I just find that I think the warmth of my fingers really does buff out the color a little bit nicer. And then what I'm going to go into is this navy blue color with a thicker angled brush. And pat this. You don't want to rub because then you'll get tons of fallout and risk getting some shadow into your eye. And just pat this color right on top of that. Now once you have this color pretty much placed, you can see it doesn't look blended, it doesn't look very soft on the edges. You do want to go back into that brush that we use, and again that same light orange colors that we use. Tend to use something that's a little bit more matte just because I find that that looks nicer on the lower lash line, but you know, to each their own. You can use something lightly shimmery. And I'm just going to run this. And the reason I was mentioning that shimmer was because one of the orange shades that we use does have a slight shimmer to it. And I'm just going to go in with a bit of liquid liner and just apply a very thin line with a slight wing, nothing too dramatic. So pop on some mascara and you're good to go. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. It was really fun for me to do since I went a little bit more toned down on the eyes, and then I went and made the lips stand out a little bit more with a bit more pouty and just fullness, using a bit of lip liner and a bit of shine. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget, I will have a link to all my social networks in the bottom bar below. Bye everybody.